A beautiful X3, fun to drive. BMW says nothing about the maintenance of the drivetrain. But look, at 84,000 miles, the gear oil looks really bad. This should have been changed 30,000 miles ago, or even 50,000 miles ago, just like on my Lexus All-Wheel-Drive. Let's do it today. Welcome to Professor's Garage. Thank you for stopping by. If you found this video to be helpful, please leave us a like. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. There is much more to come on DIY mechanic tips and tutorials in the garage. This BMW xDrive is overdue for fluid replacement on the drivetrain. In this video, I'm replacing the fluid in its rear and front differentials. There is already a video on the transfer case fluid replacement, and will be another one on automatic transmission fluid change. Make sure to check out those videos too. Engage the parking brake. Raise the front of the car as well. Put a couple of jack stands in the front for additional support. Make sure the vehicle is level when you do your fluid check. Double check the car is stable and safe. For fluid replacement in the differentials on the xDrive, there are two problems. The rear differential does not have a joint plug. There is only a fuel plug. The front differential does have a fuel plug and a joint plug, but the fuel plug is hidden next to the CV axle on the driver's side and difficult to access. The solution is to make an adapter like this to solve both problems. Get a fluid extractor or syringe and make an adapter for it. Simply heat up the middle of the tube and bend it like so. With the adapter, you can suck out fluid from the rear differential. It also makes it much easier to fill the front differential with fluid, and you do not need to remove the driver's side front wheel. I'm going to start with the rear differential, which is easy to access on this vehicle. The fuel plug can be taken off with the 14mm hex. Make sure it's fully seated. Place a catch pan under the differential when you take off the fuel plug. The recommendation is that you replace the filler cap whenever you replace the fluid. Use the homemade tool to suck out the fluid from the differential. It looks dark. W85. This meets BMW's specification for the differential here. Now it starts to overflow, so this is clearly full. We'll let it drip and then close the filler cap. We are going to replace the filler plug. This is the replacement. I got this from Rock Auto. It's rather cheap, so why not? Just replace it. The torque is going to be 44 pound-feet, 60 Newton-meter. Okay, it's done dripping. Let's put back the new plug. "44 pound-feet of torque or 60 Newton-meters. Done. Now let's work on the front differential. To access the front differential, we need to first remove the front underbody cover. There are a number of 8mm bolts and a couple of 10mm. So we are going to take them off and remove the shield. This passenger side. The driver's side. In the back, When I remove this, everything will fall down, so be careful. Ah, beautiful. Here is the layout. This is the front underbody cover where the engine oil drain plug is. The front differential is about here. Now just a bit of orientation here. This is the engine oil drain plug. And then if you move to the front, this is the drain plug for the front differential. And then the driver's side. And you'll see the CV axle. And my finger is touching it, the fuel plug for the front differential. Difficult to show, but with the 14mm hex or Allen and an extension, we're going to put this in next to the CV axle, and then the drain plug should be in there. Yep. So this is on, and from here we should be able to take off the fuel plug. This is a better angle, and let's zoom in. Okay. Okay. It's broken loose. We can get it out. Great. Fuel plug is removed. Oil coming out of the fuel plug. Now the easy part. I put a catch pan under the drain plug, and again with the 14mm. Okay, make sure it's seated. Take off the drain plug. Okay, easy. Okay, good. Nice. This looks dirty. So wipe off the oil. Each time you replace the fluid, you also get a new drain plug. Torque it to 44 foot-pound. Where the fuel hole is, fill the fluid in there. It's about 600 cc. So in this tight space, this will be useful. Try to insert this tool. Yep, it goes in. This gives me an easier place to inject the fluid. Perfect. I'm going to inject the fluid into the front differential. I think it's burping. Interesting. I think this must be it. There's a steady flow. See this flow going down? It's full. This is at least 600 ml. We are good. So it's full. The tube is still inside the hole. It did not move. Another angle. Now torque it to 60 Newton meter or 44 pound-feet. This is new fluid. Wow, can you believe it? Put this back on, slide in to the front, fasten one bolt in the front, and then in the middle, I tighten another one. And so at this point, the whole thing is up, so I'm going to fasten just one more fastener in the back. There are lots of 8mm bolts and 10mm nuts. These are plastic. Be gentle on them. It's all done for today. Again, replace your gear oil in your differentials and transfer case every 50,000 miles. Or even better, every 30,000 miles. Your BMW xDrive will run smoothly for a long time. I hope you found this video to be helpful and informative. Consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to Professor's Garage. If a professor can do it, you can do it. Be safe, stay dirty. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and give you peace. 平安。